think it is. It is what you make it. Naked. Yeah. He's like, yeah, it's just 109, man. 109, my friend. It's like, it's a little bit cheaper. You just, I definitely, I like it. Way better quality, just better. Just that price. It's just, if you any, like, do you have any, like Thanksgiving? Like, would they be cheaper doing like Thanksgiving? Like, dude, I don't fucking know, man. Like, it's like, you really need to have a shirt that's bigger than, like, the shirt's like, this shirt is bigger than the shirt he was wearing. Shirt like he's from Baby Cat. It's like, I don't know why they do that. It's like, they're so fucking fat. Making movies with them is so fucking difficult. Because it's like, you have to, like, it's just like, well, it's just like, I would like to make a movie. It's just so, like, it's so expensive. I'm like, stop it. We just spent fucking 18 hours talking about this goddamn movie to make it. You're okay. You're okay. No, Lord, don't eat that. No, don't eat that. Damn. My fingers are gonna be sticky. All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser, John D. Clouser, whichever one you prefer. Episode 235. Holy tamale. Good motherfucking God. What is up? So, yeah, just a new week. Ain't wasn't that so attractive? Man, so, oh, guys, and girls and people and non-binary people. I just got home from playing golf, and let me tell you, I could not sink a putt for the life of me. It was one of the worst outputs of energy I've ever done when it comes to it. And like, I'm normally always good with my putts. That's the thing. I don't know what it was today. I want to say it was, so I got there, and I always get there like 25, 30 minutes early. I I barely get to work on time, but I can get to a tee time 30 minutes early with no problem. Not one bit of problem. Not one. Not none. It really is a really mind-blowing thing what happens. It's just like a geometry happens, and it just works like that. But anyway, so I am normally so good, and yesterday was a day that I went through the ringer, and I finally came out of it kind of getting better at my wedges. And then today my putts were awful. I normally hit like 15, 20 yard putt out. Like, there's always at least one in a game. It's weird. It's crazy. Today was not the day. I doubt any of you guys care, but my hip hurts. My hip is a little sore. And my calf is a little sore, all on my left side. So it's probably how I'm swinging. I'm sure that's what it is. Great stuff, fun stuff. This is sports, kind of. What else? What else is new? Nothing really. This is like my second to my last podcast I'm going to be doing at this location. Then I'm going to be having a small time where I'm going to be doing a podcast, I believe, just randomly, and then hopefully a new location after that. That's the plan. That's the goal. That is the objective. It's just so fucking A. Because I'm going to be moving, if you guys don't know. I'm going to be moving to a new hub. So that means that the podcast, the background will probably all change. And then when I do that, then I'll start posting those pictures. And then people will say horrific things. It's not even horrific. It's just so fucking stupid. I will never understand the people. I will never look at, how do I even start this without like just purely just degrading them like they degrade everyone else. People who are on private profiles and will say some of the most horrific shit. But what's funny, it's always like, the one thing I'm like, oh, well, there's someone, man, I could barely see way up there on that tower because, you have your profile private. It's like, you could say, it's so wild. You can say like, and it's the funniest thing that they talk about that, like, like your activity on your fucking thing is like shit. It's like, who gives a fuck? Dude, it's a fucking app. Who gives a fuck about anything? Who gives a shit about any of this? Like, it's so silly. It's so stupid. Like, it's the internet. It's fake. The internet is not real unless you're like making threats towards other people, like, or like people of like high up, like presidents and stuff. That, and then like looking at kitties, gross stuff. Like, those are the two things. After that, all of it's all fake and made up. Like, it's just a big pile of nothing. So like, I don't understand. Like, we're just yelling in a big pool of water. That's all we're doing. And you sit here and you're like, hey, you're just an awful person. Because I this is where it all started. This is what started this. Let me tell you. So there's this fucking page on Instagram, and it's like history something. I don't know. It's first started off with like actually like posting a lot of history stuff, and now it just got to a lot of dumb fucking stupid shit. Anyway, that's besides the point. And so they posted this picture of this girl. And I guess her dad died, and her dad would send her flowers every year after she died. And then what's so funny, I don't know if it's real or not. I always just assume these stories are fake, and they just made these up because you can just easily just make stories up. You just say like a girl gets flowers from her dad after every year, 11 years later after his death or some shit like that. And I just posted like, I bet I heard she made this whole story up, and I just left it at that. I just thought it was nothing. I just moved on with my life. And I knew because like within like 10 minutes I got like 10 likes, and I'm like, okay, if I get 10 likes within like a short amount of time, I'm like, oh shit, I got picked up in the algorithm somehow. And so then people just started liking it, liking the comment, no big deal. And then other people were like, "What's the truth?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just heard that her church found out, her church found out about her. She lied to her church, and then everyone at her church got mad at her. Come to find out, that's actually this part of the story of this story, I guess." And people are like, "Well, I googled it and it said this story is true." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's not what I heard." And people are like, "Well, where's your link?" I'm like, "Well, I'm just telling you, maybe your story that you're watching or you're reading is different than the story I'm listening." They're like, "Well, you're just so pathetic. I can't believe you're doing this. You're just saying all this stuff to get likes." I'm like, "No." And I'll be fucking straight up fucking honest with y'all. If I was trying to get likes, if I was trying to get people to view my shit, I'd be like, "Hey, look at my stuff." I'd go to other pages and comment and be like, "This is my show. Look it up." I would just do some stupid shit like that, but I'm not doing that because it's the point. I'm like, this is so fucking dumb. This is just a dumb thing that I'm just killing time in between, between work and I'm taking a dump. Who gives a hell? Who cares? Like, you all take this stuff way too seriously, way too seriously. Like, I don't understand why you guys do private profiles. And then another thing, I can understand for children. I can understand children doing that. And then another thing, you guys hide your likes. What the fuck does that mean? What are you gaining from that? Why? What is... Who cares? It's not real. It's not real. In 15 years, are you going to really give a fuck about how many likes you got on a picture that you posted on November 16th, 2016? No, you're not going to give a Frenchman fuck. Why do you care? Why do I care so much? That you got, it's just one of those things, guys. It blows my fucking mind. The things that humans just are like, "Oh, I gotta hide my likes. Oh, I'm gonna say all this horrific shit." It's not even horrific to me. It's not horrific. It's funny because I'm just like, okay, cool. How else can I just poke this shit and just poke it? Who cares? And then hiding the pictures. Who gives a fuck how many likes you get on a goddamn picture? Who cares? It's if that's the social meter that you have, and you're like, "Well, damn, Terry usually averages about 200 likes on a picture, and that's all it takes, and that's all it takes to think that person's cool." You're fucking dumb. Okay. Do you really want to be with those people? You don't want to have babies with those people. Don't have babies with those people. Don't touch those people. Just walk away and realize the internet is not real. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my TED Talk. It's just one of those things. It's just so crazy and horrific. But that is just one of them. It's just, man, that's been 10 minutes of talking. Guys, we should probably, don't you think we should probably get into this week's? I always feel like a sermon if I can really get on if I can get on a tangent. It's hilarious because I'm just "You're just such a turd, Juan." But I guess we should probably do this week's video and go from there with the show, right? All right. Here we go.
Welcome to the John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
Oh man, the frat life. Wasn't it so much fun back in the frat days? Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. That's dudes. That's what happens when young dudes get around each other. We just do the dumbest of shit. So fucking dumb. Just so dumb. But guys, I guess we should go right into our first segment of the night. Craigslist. If you're not familiar with Craigslist, what it is, or Craigslist misconnections. I'm sorry. Let me apologize. Let me paint the whole picture. But there's this thing called Craigslist. This website, which may or not be fake, because we may or may not live in a simulation, which may or not be a really dumb thing. In my in my mind, it's starting to become a dumb thing to believe in, because you should just believe in religion, because to believe in that theory, like a simulation theory, then you have to believe in the fact that there's a higher being that was here before us, and then like before that being, then there was a place before that, and that's basically like believing in God. So you just should just believe in God, then I guess. I'm just saying. But anyway, so there's this website called Craigslist Misconnections, or Craigslist, and on it, you get your couch. You can get couches. You can get like, an apartment, maybe a job. You can get all these different things. There's also this thing called, misconnections. There's things called misconnections. Sorry, there's a thing called misconnections, and people go there, and they talk about a moment in time where they should have just asked that person's phone number, and then they write these misconnections. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But anyway, so here we go. First one. Jump the Shark female, Kansas City. Hello, KC. My name is Brooke. I'm 24. MSG me if you are interested to. Then give me a number. A sign of hope after a long period of difficulties. Okay, that was just kind of weird and depressing. I knew there was a reason why I did so many this week, because I'm like, that's fucking weird. Dude, sometimes these are so odd. It's like, we all know these people. Sadly, these are the people. What's so funny, these are the people who you went to school with, and then would just come up to you and be like, yeah, like, I've always had really bad ankles and bad feet, and now like I have to wear these like special braces, and like the doctor gave me this special brace, and like it worked for a while, but the thing is, like, after about 5 hours, I just can't wear it any longer, just because it starts becoming uncomfortable, because it's a wrap, and it's wrapped around my ankle, and then it velcros onto the side of like a sock, and like the thing is, like, the sock is like it's very hot and it's very tight, so it starts sweating, and so then the velcro gets wet, and the velcro the elastics of the velcro doesn't want to stick to it anymore, and then and the thing is, so I'm looking at these volleyball braces lately, and like I just found this new one on Amazon, and then and because of that, like I'm like, now it's like, okay, well, I didn't even know these ones kind of existed, and so and now it's like I'm trying these new ones, because some of them like have like a digit where you can like move around your ankle kind of like a 360 degree if you kind of want to, but some of them you can only move it back and forth. It's wild, it's crazy, I don't know. And it's like, so, but yeah, it's just my ankle, like I just don't have strong ankles. I swear to God, that was a real conversation I had with a human the other day, and I'm like, I don't know how I got stuck in this fucking vortex of horse shit. Like, oh my God, it's like I fucking hate my life sometimes. Like, it's like, oh my God. But it's moments like that when I'm like, this has got to be a fucking simulation theory. This got to be a simulation. This has to be. This has to be. Like, there's no way this is not. Like, how in the fuck is this how is this just real? How is this just like organically happening? Like, there's no way. Like, I swear to God, if I ever become like that, I just want someone to take me in the backyard and shoot me in the head. Like, I don't want to be around any longer, because I don't want to cause that much pain to a human. Like, that is so much fucking pain that someone caused to me. It's wild. The next misconnections. Okay. A one auto salvage space. You needed help with your Ford Focus. No space and period. I loaded you a tool. Independence. Want help more? Should gave me you my number to help you today. Yep. Must I go on that one? Oh my God, that was wild. Okay. I think this might be a poem, so bear with me. I long to be in your arms, 3 periods, or some people call ellipses, whichever one you want to go with. Sometimes when we touch, the honesty is too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I want to hold you until I die, till we both break down and cry. I want to hold you till the fear in me subsides. I fucking hate life. Doesn't this stuff just make you hate shit? You're like, why do we talk to humans? Why do we talk to other people? Oh, God. Andrew K. from S. Cups. It's Ellie. Why didn't you give me your number so we wouldn't lose each other, you jerk? I miss you. Man, we're really on a... I don't know what I was doing, dude. I was walking, and I was doing this at the same time. And I'm like, yeah, that works. That one works. That one works. That one works. And they're all the fucking same. They're just really fucking sad. Because I thought I was going to do this last night, but I golfed yesterday, too. Humble brag, because it's my life. And tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do at 1 o'clock? I'm going to go fucking golf. I'm decent. I'm trying to get good at this goddamn fucking sport. And I was like, yeah, I thought I was going to do, but I was like so fucking tired. And so now I'm doing it tonight, which was so much better because I have so much more energy and just angry. So, yeah. Next one. Community service, language girl and van. Lead girl and community service lead girl and van that needed lighter. Independence. Wild title. Community service lead girl in van that needed lighter. Hoping this makes it back to her. She was in a van. We talked briefly, but she looked busy. Would love to talk more. And of course, it's kind of sad. Just always a little. There's always just a little hint of sadness. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like I'm like 2 steps away from becoming a person on Craigslist. If not already, I'm just in a nice polo right now, and just wait till this fucking thing wears out. I always think about things like that. I think about my clothes if I don't ever get new clothes, and I'm like 6 years old, and you see those guys who wore a shirt that, you know, that was clearly like a really nice shirt back when they were like, you know, 33. I'm not 33, but you know, in the sense like that, and like now you see him like, oh, that shirt's kind of old. It's been around the world. Why didn't you get a new one? It's like that. You could have bought a new one. Couldn't fork out another, you know, additional $8. It's just these are the things I think about because I think I'm gonna probably die alone. I have a strong feeling I'm gonna just die alone. That sounded sad, but that wasn't meant to be sad because it's okay. Once you've like accepted and you. Okay, this is sad. Moving on. God damn it. Okay, next Craigslist. I have a couple of... Oh, that one was been deleted because there was fraud. Okay, I guess we only have one more left. Maybe. Unless it got removed. Okay, it didn't... Handyman needed. Stillwater. I'm thinking Stillwater, Oklahoma. I was right. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Can't seem to get my back door opened up. Maybe if I have a big hammer, you can pound it. Owen. O-O-E-N. Owen. Yeah. And that was Craigslist Misconnections, everyone. That was everyone clap. Nice little golf clap. All right. You guys want to do the videos of the week? Yeah. You guys want to do videos of the week? Man, we were just turning and burning, aren't we? All right. You know, talk about being depressed. You're about to guys feel get real depressed. Watch this video. Here we go.
Hungry? Say yeah!
I think meth. I'm thinking meth. Hard meth. Very methy. That was so methy. To me, it screams It just screams meth. All right, next video. Oh, this one's great. This is gonna make you feel sad in another way. In other ways. Oh. You okay? You okay? You okay? Wait, stop. Just chill. Just chill. Man, she just caused a ruckus. All right, so this is what when I talked about, like how I'm 2 steps away from becoming the person on Craigslist. This is what I mean. This is the next step before Craigslist.
I tasted my own stuff one time. I was like, keep complaining about how slimy it is, and it's just they run into the bathroom and gagging and all this other stuff in the third. I'm like, let me taste it. My own stuff. And I was like, it seemed like it just kept growing in my mouth and getting bigger. Just one little smidgen of a drop. And I just was like, and it just seemed like it just got larger and larger and larger. It just overtook my mouth. It just became all gummy. And I was like, oh my God, it is horrible.
Yeah, it's hard to think. This is what happens when you don't have a hobby. You do things like that because you're trying to you're like, I want to be able to do something, because your brain's like, I want to be able to have some sort of thing, a task, some sort of activity to kind of like, it's a problem solve, because your brain wants to problem solve things. Like, that's why I do golf. Golf is a problem solving thing, because you drive it, you get to a certain length from the hole, and then you have to figure out what kind of club you want to use, and then you have to figure out how to shoot with that club, and you have to keep it straight, and you have to like do all this stuff, and then you have to slowly get it into the pin, and then you change clubs, and just it's a problem solving thing. But when you don't have that in your life, you make a video of people, like, there's nothing wrong with tasting your own cum. That's not what I'm finding weird. What I'm finding weird is the fact that, like, this guy has to make a video about it. Because if I did, guys, I would never tell you if I tasted my own cum. I would just never tell you, because I think that's fucking... It's not kosher to talk about. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. All right, let's clean the palate with something a little bit pretty lighthearted.
ਡਿਊਟੀ ਕੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਕਲਾਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਬਿਠਾ ਲਓ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਂ ਲਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਇਸ ਤਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਕੱਲਾ ਇੱਕ ਮੂਸੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੋਟ ਆਉਂਦਾ
Isn't it funny? Isn't that he's like, okay, yeah, okay. I take you down one road and I sling you back the other way with something funny. And let's close it out with another little funny thing. It's a little crude, but it's a nice palate cleanser.
I said, excuse me, motherfucker. Do you like jelly beans? He was like, yeah, but not the black and the green ones. Motherfucker, who said I had Easter jelly beans? To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. And it's 24 hours later and I ain't find none yet.
Yeah, not one yet. Not one yet. Not one. Oh, man, guys. Okay, what else do we have? I shouldn't clean my voice right in the microphone, should I? How did Donald Trump get convicted before anyone on the Epstein list? I have that on my notes every week. I always because I take the same format and I just copy and paste and I just delete everything off of it. But I keep that up on my thing every time. It makes me laugh every time. Every time I do it, every time I read it, it's like, it's true. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong at all. But it's just so funny. It's like, well, no one's gonna give a shit about this. Like, oh, but yeah. Oh, man, I have this. I should So this is the game plan tomorrow. I think I'm going to wake up early, get my writing done, because I got my writing done today. I'm able to get my writing done and podcasting done the same day. And what I should do is tomorrow morning do a podcast after my writing for golf. Because if I get that done, then I have this coming next week and the week after, because I'm moving. And that week is going to be, I'd rather have just focus on moving. And all the worst I have to do is just edit. And I can just do that on any laptop I have. But it's just, oh my God. Moving. That's the thing. That's what I'm going to be doing next week. This time next week, all this stuff will be moved into my new place. Wild stuff. Am I right or am I wrong? It's, the world is weird. Yeah, I don't know. How should I end this podcast? The world is weird, yes, but you should also always try to meet and interact with different people. As much as I talk about hating people, when you do interact with certain people, you learn from them and you can change. And you can become a better human. And then sometimes what happens is that you and that person grow apart. But you keep all of the cool stuff, all those cool memories and those things that you learned, and you try to apply them to the new things in life that's coming your way. That's what you got to do. And then somewhere down the line, you got to get better at your wedges, Juan. And somehow, maybe tomorrow you can be better at your putting. All right. That's the podcast, y'all. I'm done. I'm going to eat now because I'm hungry. Okay. Bye. Oh, hold on. I'm back for a second. Wash your hands. Have fun. Get a hobby. Find a hobby. All those things. All right. I'll talk to you guys on the next episode. Bye.